Remember how I talked about how weird the weather is in southern Ontario, specifically southwestern Ontario? Last week's video, I was pounded with snow, and in this week's video, there's nothing. That's the unpredictability of Ontario weather, and in Niagara in general. I don't know about you, but it's actually warm today. It's like 10 degrees Celsius. Got a lot done, did some maintenance, and well, let's show you the fish room. Today's video is all about my Fahaka pufferfish, specifically Little Mitch. That's what I like to call him. If you haven't watched this channel before, I suggest you subscribe now so you don't miss a beat. If you watch the video of the Ultimate Puffer Aquarium with Mitch, you'll know that I scaped this aquarium. I was very proud of the scape of this tank, and I added in some unusual tank mates. Well, and I'll show you them now. As you can see, there is his tank mates. Well, mate. That is the last one. This lone little, Cardinal Tetra. And there is Mitch. Moral of the story is, can Fahaka puffers live with other fish? Well, in the wild they can, but in captivity, maybe. It's worked for Mitch before. Larger fish were in the tank. Didn't seem to bother him, but he wasn't happy. He was previously in this 125-gallon aquarium, housing a Waru, some Geos, an Archer, a orange pine cheek pleco, even a fire eel, and of course the jag in the back corner there. Everything was going fine. Mitch was absolutely friendly with all the fish. The story is he wasn't happy. So I decided to go get him his own aquarium. I scaped it. I went to Planted Aquaria. I got a bunch of plants, specifically ferns and Anubias, rhizome plants. I got some manzanita. I got some sand. The tank looked amazing. And I thought about, would it work if I had a bunch of Cardinal Tetras in there? It might not. I don't know. Let's try it and see what happens. Well, the problem is it didn't work. It worked for a bit, and I noticed every single time I turn off the lights, or the lights would automatically turn off at the end of the night, it didn't matter how full Mitch was, he went after the Cardinal Tetras. Specifically, let the light settle there, I had 50 of them in here, 49 to be exact. One was DOA. However, as you can see, there is one left. That goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that Fahaka puffers will size up a fish that's smaller than them and crank them. Expensive food for this Fahaka. I wish it worked out. However, it did not. There is Mitch right down below. Doesn't this tank look beautiful though? The cool thing is with these ferns is that they sprout off runners, and then basically you can take those, attach them to driftwood, any type of hardscape. I really got to clean my glass. Any type of hardscape, and you can build a more lush aquarium full of more plants. This Mitch Island right here seems to be working really well. However, as you can see here, he's taking some chunks out of the Anubias. You know, I had a feeling that that was going to happen. Ferns aren't growing as well as I'd like, but this Anubias, guys, is just thriving. And look at him. He's so beautiful. Now, you know, and people talk about all the time about, oh, he's taking a yawn. People talk about all the time about Fahaka puffers and Cross River puffers, MBU puffers. There's a lot of them out there. Nothing beats a Fahaka puffer. In my opinion, they are the most beautiful freshwater puffer fish around. They're cheap, they're personable, they don't get overly large. They get about a foot. Most recently I saw one that was just over a foot, and that was the largest one I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of Fahakas. However, they're manageable. So when people go out and get these MBU puffers and they put them in these 120-gallon aquariums, they think it's going to work, and truthfully, then the next thing you know, they're on OfferUp or Kijiji or whatever, Facebook Marketplace or whatever have you, and they're up for sale. So if you're going to look at a fish, get a Fahaka puffer. Absolutely gorgeous. It worked. Guys, it worked. However, only for so long. He would work well with tank mates that were his size or larger, that could really hold their own, kind of like some larger cichlids, what he was in with before. He was fine with the Exodons when I had him in there with them when he was a lot younger. However, he's cranking on to 2 years old now, so he is starting to, become his own man. And, we'll see. The one thing I truly don't know is, I've been calling him a dude, but honestly, he really could be a female. If in the comments, let me know if Mitch is a male or female. How to sex a Fahaka puffer without venting. I think you do have to vent them. However, it would be really cool to see if Mitch is truly a male or female. He's absolutely gorgeous. So, bottom line, it did not work. It really didn't work. I feel bad, but at the end of the day, I can say that I tried it, and, well, slow down. It just didn't work. I wish it did. I feel like I want to put some more tank mates in there, experiment with some other fish. I'll probably put less than 50 in there, some larger fish. Honestly, the cardinals every single night, they seek refuge in the plants. And the problem is that Mitch would spot them, he'd smash them. Like, that's the biggest problem. He would sit there and smash them. He would wait for them to pop their little heads out of that Mitch Island, and he would smash them right away. But everything else is doing good. I want to do a video on this girl right here. This is my common snapping turtle. If you've watched her before, you'll know that she is a rescue. She is not... Hold on, there we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Boom! Slamming it. She's a rescue. She is a wild, common snapping turtle. They are not legal to keep as pets. She does have a little crack in the back of her shell. It is healing, and she's gaining a lot of weight. Look at that. So she's going to go back out in the wild around April, but she is smashing ultra fresh pellets, live food, anything that she can really get her hands on. In the wild, they'll eat mice, they'll eat really anything they can get their hands on. They are scavengers at the end of the day, and they just sit at the bed of swamps and ponds and lakes and just sit there and wait for prey to pop up and go and attack, essentially. Kind of like an ambush predator, if you will. Fahaka puffers, in my humble opinion, should be kept alone. You can have them with other fish. Again, I've seen it countless times with other fish where it works. In the wild, they're with other Fahaka puffers. They're with other fish. They are extremely territorial to other Fahakas, of course. Typically, I would not recommend that, which kind of makes me wonder, how do they breed in home aquaria? Let me know in the comments section below if you know how. These guys were supposed to go already. Unfortunately, my buddy that was taking a lot of these fish, he sprung a leak in his plywood aquarium, and so I'm going to be housing these guys just a little bit longer, but everyone got water changes literally just like an hour or two ago. Everyone is doing good. I'm still looking for a home for this guy, this albino arowana, but as you can see, they're hungry. We'll feed them in another video. I actually have a video shot where my kids are actually feeding my fish, so maybe I'll drop that in the next couple weeks. Fahaka puffers, you're going to keep them with other fish, keep them with fish their size, or a larger fish that's a little intimidating in larger numbers. Some cichlids that can hold their own, whatever they have you, just larger fish, and it may or may not work. And in Mitch's case, well, we clearly know small schooling fish do not work. Well, I should say tiny schooling fish do not work. That's the end of this video, guys. I wanted to give you a quick update on everything, and I got some more videos in the works and all that stuff, so make sure you're subbed to the channel if you're not already. I'm expecting a bunch of fish soon, so I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what they are either, so somebody's gifting me a bunch of fish. They're shipping them to me. I got to go get them in the next few weeks, so definitely a lot of new fish coming in on the channel. I don't know if that's going to disrupt my plans for kind of what I wanted to do. Oh, look at this. I never get him. I don't know why it looks like that. Hold on. There we go. I never get the orange cheek pinecone Pleco's beauty. Look at that fish. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous fish. And this guy right here, you know, I feel bad for him. I really need to find him a friend. Look at him go. Isn't he a big, beautiful pleco? The orange cheek pinecone pleco, I was going to try him in the Monster Aquarium. However, I had a feeling that my rays would kind of munch on him. He would get stressed out, so it was best just to provide a new home for him. But Mitch, bud, you messed up. Now you got no friends. You ate all your ladies. That is a problem. All right, guys, that's the end of this one. Give this video a big thumbs up. And continue at your own risk if you want to put puffers with other fish, and just make sure that they're the same size as that puffer or larger, and there are lots of hiding spaces in your home aquarium. Just because, well, you know, don't put a Fahaka with a bunch of cardinals. I'll tell you that. Learn from my mistakes, and that's what it's all about. Trying new things in the hobby, experimenting and seeing what happens. I wish those other fish would have been able to make it. However, they did not. That's it. See you in the next one.